All right, Shalom. I want to go all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Harakal Kadash, say double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching this word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, this is the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii coming to you with another quick lesson. And it's really not a lesson, it's just on this documentary, movie-ish type of movie. Anyway, this movie is called, or this documentary is called Exterminate All the Brutes. Okay, and it's on HBO Max. I did a short video on it a couple days ago, but there's a certain part of this movie I just had to show. I hope I don't get a strike, but I just had to show it. And it shows Edomites and hardcore slavery. And the director, just to give you a quick, backstory on this, the director who is the narrator of this movie or documentary, he said that even though this is a fabricated, depiction, this portion of the documentary, it just shows, the brutality of things that happen. And particularly it's a bunch of Edomites and hardcore slavery. Okay. And they got this Edomite, he's with a Jake that's in a Catholicism, and they're walking through the woods trying to find a way to wherever they're going. And they come across Edomites in hardcore slavery, mainly Edomite children. Okay, and this is really going to happen. Okay, these you Edomites, you might be watching this and thinking like, oh, that'll never happen, but this is going to happen. This is also inspired by something that Apostle Tahar said on the live street preaching yesterday. Uh, he said that it's you Edomites got four steps to slavery, man. All right, the first step is going to be the chariots saving the elect of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and people that go back to us. Then you're gonna get the lasers from the chariots. Then you're gonna get the nuclear missiles from the chariots, and then you going into slavery, man. So those are your four steps, you know, to hardcore destruction and slavery. And this shows a depiction of that. And like I said, the majority of you Edomites, you don't believe that this is going to happen to you, but this is actually going to happen to you. So I'm gonna play this. Lord willing, I don't get a strike or copyright. Okay, and so that's let's play it real quick. What is this? George, faster! Shut up! Faster! You there! Faster! You! Stop that at once! What do you think you are doing with those children? What children? These are shipments. Shipments. They are to be trained as soldiers by the states or sold as slaves. Yeah, you see the Jake. Hey, that's spiritual too, cause hey, this man, hey, he's a good guy. This is the bad guy. It ain't gonna be no 2/3 Jake jumping in the way of you Edomites being transported to where you need to go. Like he said, what children? Just like they didn't see us as children. They didn't see us, they didn't see us in as life that was worthy to be saved. All right, they just did what they wanted to do to us, man. And it's also spiritual that this Jake, he got a beard, man, and he got a white beard, man. And his eyes is red as fire, just reminiscent of Yahweh Shai. You know, let me play this real quick. Yeah, now they don't want to play. Yeah.
is this? Come on, faster! Shut up, shut up, shut up! No, no, faster! You there, faster! You! Stop that at once! What do you think you are doing with those children? What children? These are shipments.
Yeah. And you Edomites, you're going to be shipments. You're going to be shipments. He said they either going to be trained to be soldiers or they going to be slaves. They don't see them as children. They don't see them as life worthy to be saved, man. And this is the future. This is really the future. Whether you believe it or not, you Edomites are going to be the next crop of slaves, right along with the rest of the heathen nation, man. But you first, man. Real quick, this is Psalms 149 and 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. And the first heathen is you Edomites, then the rest of you nations, and punishment upon the people. So you Edomites, you're about to receive punishment. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, because these Edomites in a kingdom, you're gonna, even if you're not one of the super elite right away that we know about or that's grown, hey, you Edomites, you're gonna come back, because at one point you were the nobles, man. You the ones set on high, man. Okay, and so you were kings of the earth. So guess what? You're gonna be coming back in what? Fettered to iron. You see, he got a fetter around his neck, a yoke, a fetter of iron around his neck, and then he got the fetter to iron on his hands. Now look up that word for fetters of iron real quick. All right, that word for fetters of iron or fetters, it says bonds. All right, bonds. Point blank and simple. Same thing we had. You're gonna get. It says fetters or bonds, the binary kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of iron. So bonds of iron, man. That's what you're gonna go to. So this is an example of your 4 steps of slavery, man. And really this is the outcome. This is the outcome of all that destruction of America, all that destruction of your society, all that destruction of Babylon the Great by the chariots and nuclear missiles. And ultimately it's gonna end with you Edomites in slavery, and you're not gonna be looked at as children. And there's not gonna be no Jake jumping out of the woods saying, "What is this? What's going on?" Nah, everybody gonna be with it. You can read Ezekiel 25 and 12 on down for the understanding of that, man. Okay. Hey, so with that, we'll say shalom and on to the next.